I'm Bryony Blake, I'm a makeup artist and I'm here with the stunning Stephanie and we are going to be doing the look Enchantress. Now Enchantress is all about golden eyes, dewy skin and of course a beautiful statement look. Let's get started. Now I'm going to start with a little bit of Beauty Booster and I'm actually going to use the sponge. I'm just going to pop that all over as a really fine layer. This is going to take down any redness. Because this look is all about kind of dewy, glowy skin, you really want to make sure that you're prepping the skin correctly. Now I only want a really fine layer of this, hence the reason I'm using the sponge and I'm just sweeping it across the face. You can use a little bit more by tapping it into certain areas, but as I said, it's just a very, very fine layer because I'm actually going to use a little bit of the mineral foundation. So once you've pressed that all into the skin, I'm then going to concentrate a little bit on the under eye area. I want a tiny bit more coverage under the eyes, so I'm going to go in with the ILLUMA. I like to just dot the ILLUMA under the eyes and then take the flat, larger detailing brush, go right up, so you're really making sure that you get rid of any kind of darkness, or a lot of people tend to have a little bit of redness under the eye. And if you just sweep this product just under there, that will just make sure that that disappears, but at the same time giving that beautiful brightness to the under eye area. And then with my finger, I'm just making sure that absolutely all of the product melts into the skin. Now I'm going to go in with the full coverage brush, take my mineral foundation, and then I'm just going to sweep it across the forehead and the cheeks. And you basically just need to swipe it across once and you've covered that area. But also you can turn it on its side and go into smaller areas like the top part of the lip. And by doing this in certain areas of the face means that it just absolutely takes seconds to do. If you want to use a little bit of the foundation under the eye area and you want a little bit more coverage, what I suggest is using your precision face brush, go in to the powder and just go in with an extra layer and just very gently bounce it across underneath the eye area. This is only for people that actually like that slightly full coverage concealer look. I just find that by doing this, you're putting on more product, but just in that area that you want it. So now with foundation done, I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. I'm going to go in with BALI bronze and I'm going to take the powder brush and I'm simply going to add it to areas of the skin where the sun would naturally hit her. So you want to take the brush and you'd be very, very light-handed with it, but you don't have to be precise. So a little bit on the forehead, just above the eyebrows. This will also just naturally contour the face by doing it like this. And you see how I'm kind of brushing it very, very lightly. So it just looks so natural. And of course, not forgetting the neck area and under the chin. And that just lifts the skin, so your skin looks all one tone, especially when you've got a darker chest. So I'm going to pop a little bit of golden apricot blush on the cheeks. What I tend to do is take it from the apple of the cheek and blend it up the hairline. Now, the amazing things about these blushes is they have natural mica extracts or particles in them. And the reason they have these particles, that's the thing that gives it a beautiful little sheen to it. There's no glitter, there's no sparkle. It's simply the mica particles which give it that glow. Now with this one, I'm actually going to mainly use the fluffy end of the brush and I'm going to take cinnamon. What I'm going to do with the cinnamon is I'm just going to slightly contour the eye. Now by using the slightly fuller brush, it means you don't have to be that precise with this. So as you can see, I'm pretty much on the eyeball area, but I'm just kind of very, very gently contouring the eye. Move it along the lash line, but again, moving quite quickly and with a slightly fluffy brush, means that you're not getting too many details. Then I'm going to take Halo, same brush, and I'm going to concentrate right in the middle of the eye. So start off in the middle and then very gently blend to the outer corners and the inner corner of the eye. And because you've used the same brush, it means that everything is just going to naturally blend really nicely together. But because you've gone in with the cinnamon first, you've got that natural contour to the eye already. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the cinnamon, so I'm going to turn the brush to the pointy end. Just go a little bit underneath. This is totally up to you if you want to do this, but I quite like to give myself a little bit of a smudgy liner underneath because it just makes your eyes pop a bit more. Then I'm going to take the Silk Gel Liner in brown. So I'm going to start off from right in the middle of the eye, but mainly concentrate on the outer part. Start off just putting a little point there, just going very, very gently all the way to the outer corner. So just stopping where the last lash is, just a tiny little flick upwards. Once you've got that in place, go back to your little pointy end of your brush, and you just make sure that you blend that all the way out. So again, you've got this really gorgeous, soft line. Now for a little bit of drama, I'm actually going to use the black fixing gel. Stephanie's actually got really beautiful lashes, so I'm just going to coat those very, very gently on the bottom, making sure I pick out every single individual hair, and then I'm going to go to the top lashes. Just make sure you get right in there, coat every single lash. And then I'm going to take the fibres, but again, I'm only going to concentrate on the fibres on the outer corner of the eye. So this will give you that kind of false lash effect on the outer corners of the eye. Really make sure that you give it a really good coating. Kind of stop when you get to the middle, and that will give you that really beautiful, slightly cat eye look. And again, back in with the fixing gel just to seal all that up. Now for an extra glow to the skin, I'm going to take a little bit of Sunrise highlighter. Pat a little bit off on the back of your hand just so you know how much product you're putting on. Just turn for me, and I'm just going to pop it on your gorgeous cheekbones. But also what I like to do is always put a tiny bit just wherever the light just naturally hits to give that gorgeous glowy cheek. I always like to put a little bit of a highlighter just there because I find that that's where the light catches it. It just makes it look so beautiful. And then I'm also going to take a little bit of that highlighter just on the inner corner as well. That will just make that whole area just pop a bit. And then again, I like to put a little bit on the lips, just on the Cupid's bow, a tiny bit on the nose, but mainly concentrating just on that area there. So to complete this look, we are going with my favourite lip colour of all time, which is Guavaberry. It's a pinky tone, but it's got a lot of warmth in it, so it really does suit every skin tone. It's got jojoba oil and mango oil, so it's really nourishing for the lips as well. And again, I'm applying this with a lip brush just for precision. I feel that when you're going to go for a bright lip, you really do need to get your corners and the edges really crisp, because that is where the statement is going to come in. And this Guavaberry is definitely a statement. And there you go, the Enchantress look.